Hey everybody, welcome back to today's project. We're going to do another Valentine's project. I am Connie with the Artisan Company, and so welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new, we welcome you today. So let's look at what's on the desk and we'll get started. Okay. You remember last week we did that beautiful blood jasper heart necklace that was kind of off the beaten path as far as colors for Valentine's. Today we're going to do something a little more traditional in color, however, a little different. Okay. So, what you'll need to do today, this to do this project today, I'll get it out in a minute. What you need to do this project today is you need a some 8 millimeter red quartz. And remember, last week we used just touches of red quartz. This necklace is going to be dominant red quartz. So you'll need some 8 millimeter red quartz, and I got this at and it's dyed. I got this at Michael's. You can also find it online very easily. I happen to have two 10 millimeter pieces of the red quartz, so I'm going to throw those in mine too, but you don't have to. Okay, the next thing you will need are some 6 millimeter faceted rondelles, and I got these from Hobby Lobby, and they're a dark blue with a little bit of an aurora finish on them. They're really beautiful, so they kind of change colors. They're kind of a Montana blue. It's a dark blue, but I got these at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you can find these online anywhere. They're just faceted glass beads. All right, the next thing you'll need a bunch of these, and this is an 8 millimeter copper flower rondelle or a filler bead. I got these at Michael's, but you can get these everywhere. Fire Mountain carries these as well, and I'm sure you can find them online too. But anyway, yes, these right here, you'll need a bunch of those. You'll need a couple of beads of what I call finishing beads, and I'm doing mine in copper this time. Um, and then you'll need a clasp and obviously some crimson crimp covers. You will need some medium Acuflex bead wire. You can get this at Fire Mountain and various other beading places, probably your favorite beading store. Okay, gonna do this, make this about a 17-inch necklace, and so everybody get your stuff together. Let's go. All righty. This is an ultra simple project. You can do this with your eyes closed, guys. Something you can put together very quickly and have something fabulous to wear on a Valentine's night or day out or weekend or whatever you're doing. Okay. Anyway, let me put my little cramp on here so I don't lose everything because I'm going to start from the middle and work out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do clusters of color on this one. So we'll have a cluster of red, blue, and copper in the middle. Then we're going to have a cluster of just red and another cluster of the red, blue, and copper. And we're going to go all the way up the necklace in that order. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these two big ones in the middle since they're um, only ones I had left. Three would have been great, but we're going to make the blue bead the middle bead, is what we'll do with that. Okay, so we're going to put on a copper little flat flower disc, the big red bead, another copper, a blue, because that's going to be your middle bead, another copper, the red big bead, another copper, and here's what the middle, very center should look like. About like that. Ooh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colors popping off each other. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, let me move these down, is now I'm going to work, since I've done the very center, I'm going to work to the left or right. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong here. So I'm going to do another blue, and we're basically just alternating the colors. you're basically going to flank every single bead pretty much with the copper. So you're going to have a whole middle up here that's going to be singing right here. All right. Another blue, another copper, and a red. All right. And a copper. Okay. Let me stop that right there. And then I'm going to do this other side, same pattern. I told you guys this was something you could do with your eyes closed, but oh my goodness, the beauty of the sparkle. All right, we're on the other side of the big bead. Flank it with a copper, red quartz, copper, blue, get in there, copper, red, copper, blue, copper, and red. That little guy's rolling out. Let's catch him. Let's catch him. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, so there's what the center of the necklace should look like right there. Is that not stunning? Oh my goodness. Look at the blue against that red and the copper. Just whoo, look at that. Man, oh man, that is gorgeous. Okay, the next section. This section will be 5 just plain red quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 just regular color quartz right there, nothing sparkly in there, just bland as all get out. And that's what we wanted. 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. This quartz, oh my goodness. I'll go back to Michael's and see if I can find some more of this because it is such a stunning color of red. Oh my goodness. It's just, it's beautiful. All right, so now we have, here's where we are. Let me even this little puppy up here. I told you guys this was easy, easy, easy. Even him up right there. Put a cramp there so I'm not dropping anything and it rolling. Okay, so here's where we are. Look at that. Wow, wow, wee. So you got the section of 5 just plain red quartz. I am stoked about this. This necklace is so simple, yet the bang for the buck is just woo. Okay, let's go to the next section. Next, you got a copper. Then you're going to start a blue, copper, a red, copper, a blue, another copper, a red, another copper, one more blue, and red. So your pattern is basically just alternating right here. And you're doing 3s in the blue. Okay, so there's your next section. So you've got 5 just plain red right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do 6, you can do 8, you can do 4, whatever you want to do right in here is fine. And then we've got 3 of the blue coming in there. Now, if you just want 1 blue in there, that is a design decision. If you just want 2 in there, that is your prerogative, okay? Don't get bogged down in how many I'm doing, although you can do this exactly the way this is being done, and that's fine. But don't get bogged down in it. It's the concept of the thing, so make it yours. You know, you may want 4 big beads here if you have them. That's your call. All right. So let's go over here and do this side. Copper, blue, copper, red. Oh, this is so beautiful. The blue playing next to that red is just singing, guys, singing. I just have no way of telling you how beautiful it is because I'm sitting here physically looking at it. Copper, another blue. Get in there, get in there. And then a copper and another red. And here's this side. Oop, let me put a little copper on there. So you can see where we're going here. Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. This is so, so, so beautiful. So classic looking. So classic looking. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this section up here. I'm getting ready to put the row of 5 of the just plain red, and then I'll do another section of this, and then a section of this, and then we'll finish it off. Okay, we're close to the end here. Yeah. So I was making this 17 inches. So when I measured it out, I took 2 beads out to make sure it wasn't too long when I finished. And then I got right up here and I didn't need another section of this. It was already plenty there. And so I just did one little section. Is it not gorgeous? Oh my. This is so stunning. Oh my. Anyway, so I just added 3 more here and another little this is part of my finish off. Instead of a bead cap, I'm using this. This is my personal finishing bead, which I said in the last video, there is no technical in the jewelry world of what is a finishing bead. But what this bead does is it is starting to bring closure to the end of the necklace. Because the next big thing you're going to put on here is your clasp and your crimp, and however you're going to connect the clasp. That's the next thing. So this bead, to me, I call it a finishing or a closure bead. It's bringing the whole thing into closure. That's why I think they are important. It's like giving a speech and not giving your ending statements. So anyway, okay, so the next thing I will do is I'm going to put on a crimp and connect this little puppy right there. All right, I've got one side of the clasp on here. I'm going to shake my beads. Remember, we always do that to make sure we don't have any gaps in them. So I'm going to shake it a little bit because these are kind of a different kind of bead. These little rondelle things are. So you want to make sure that you got them in there good, where there's no gaps up here. But you still want it to be able to move like that. Okay, so I think I've got it shaken down pretty good. Got my finishing on. I'm going to add my crimp and then my clasp. Run that back through there like so. Uh-oh, uh-oh, I dropped it, I dropped it. Ah, wait, stop, I dropped it. Okay, let me try it again. My fingers weren't working. Oh, you guys. I told you you could do this project with your eyes closed. It's really not a difficult thing to do. Even a newbie can do this one. And crimp that thing. Remember, with a crimp, tube crimp, you have to mash it and then fold it. Oops. There it goes. Because if you don't fold it, your beading wire will come out. That is a strong crimp right there. All right, and then all I'm going to do is run this little excess back through here. Hopefully this won't take me forever. Oops. There it goes. There it is. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. I can see it running right there. And pulling it through, and I'm going to push the rest of it through there. So, work it in, work it in, work it in. My crimp is down inside my other bead. That's why there's so much looseness in there. Okay, so I'm pulling it back down. And then I'm going to take my crimp cover and put it over the top. And make sure you get this down in there because your wire will be mashed by the crimp if you're not careful. Push it down in there. It looks like a little Pac-Man. Then close it up very, 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 very slowly. Like that I Love Lucy episode. Do y'all remember where she was on the game show? And the guy kept saying, well, you got to say the right words. And he kept going, slowly I turn, step by step. And every time he'd get to a certain place, he'd squirt her with water. So slowly you crimp, step by step. I don't know if any of y'all are I Love Lucy people out there, but I am. I love to watch that and Andy Griffith. It's just like no brainer, no have to think. Okay, so now that we're done, we are complete. And oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful, beautiful Valentine's necklace. Let me pull it down a little closer here. The beauty of this, because of these Montana colored blue faceted glass beads playing off of the coppery and the red. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look what you could be wearing out the door with some amazing outfit for Valentine's. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some inspiration. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please send your comments. I love dialoguing with you guys. You can also buy me a coffee if you would like. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I'm stoked over this. And make sure, if you didn't see the last video done with the bloodstone and the unakite, it's a different kind of Valentine's necklace. So make sure you go back and look at that if you haven't. Okay, I will see you guys on the next project. Bye.